Hello children, today is the 22nd of April. Let's start our lesson. So, let's revise how to write autobiography. So read Robbie's autobiography. Where does Robbie live now? Where did he live before? So, let's read it together. 1997. I was born on the 25th of December in Edinburgh. 1998. I took my first step and said my first word. It was dead. 1999. My sister Fiona was born. 2001. I went to nursery school. 2001. I got my first pet, a rabbit called Sam. 2003. I started primary school. I met my friend Andrew. 2004 I learned how to swim. 2005 I started piano lessons. 2006 I won a music competition. 2007 my family moved to Hanover in Germany. 2008 my uncle and aunt visited us in the summer. In November we went back to Edinburgh and I saw my friend Andrew again. So, where does Robbie live now? As we see, they moved to Germany, so now he lives in Germany. Where did they live before? Before he lived in Edinburgh. В Эдинбурге. So now let's read it by yourself and answer the questions. Where was Robbie born? He was born in Edinburgh, as you see the answer. When did he say his first word? He said his first word in, look, 1998. It was the word dead, yes? When did he get his pet rabbit? He got his first pet rabbit in 2001. What did he start in 2003? He started primary school. When did his family move to Hanover in Germany? They moved to Hanover in Germany in 2007. And who did he see again in Edinburgh in 2008? He saw his uncle and aunt. Okay, here you can see the answers. And his friend, he saw his friend Andrew. Okay, next. So let's revise these words from the text Gulliver that we have read on the previous lesson. Rock. What is it? It's a waves. Yes, waves. What is it? It's a arrow. This is sheep. This is bow, horse, soldier, wagon и island. Остров. Обратите внимание на чтение. Буковка S здесь не читается. Island. Here you can see the answers. So they are a bit not at this variant, but we saw it. Okay, so let's revise how to build questions and sentences with there was, there were. Да? Вспомним с вами, как строить предложение, вопросительное предложение. Ответьте на вопросы, используя конструкцию there was, there were. Итак, there was, there were мы используем с вами, когда описываем нахождение предметов где-то, да, в каком-то месте в прошлом. То есть что-то находилось где-то в прошлом. There was мы далее используем единственное число, there were множественное число. После них также могут идти слова some, any. Вспомните, когда мы их использовали. Да, что any у нас используется только в отрицаниях и вопросах. Да, some используется только в утвердительных предложениях, когда у нас чего-то несколько. Хорошо. Чтобы задать вопрос, мы на первое место поставим was или were. Ну, соответственно, was единственное, were множественное. Потом слово there. Дальше артикль если у нас единственное число. И any, если у нас что неисчисляемое, либо множественное. Ну, поехали. Давайте позадаем вопросы, что у нас здесь получится. Да, у нас дальше идет вот это. So, was there any, were there any? People. Множественное число. Берем were there any people. Дальше. Theater. Единственное число. Was there a theater? Bicycles. Множественное. Were there any bicycles? Bench. Это лавочка. Единственное число. Was there a bench? Cinema. Единственное число. Was there a cinema? Donkey. Ослик. Единственное число. Was there a donkey? Benches. Лавочки. Множественное. Were there any benches? Bicycle. Единственное число. Was there a bicycle? Trees. Множественное. Were there any trees? И house единственное. Was there a house? Давайте по картинке ответим на вопросы. Да, нет, кратенько. Как построить вопросы? Ответы на вот такие краткие вопросы. Начинаем мы с слова yes, либо no. Дальше у нас подлежащее there. А потом используем наш помощник was или were. Если yes у нас, значит он в утверждении. Если отрицание, соответственно, wasn't либо weren't. То есть yes, there was или yes, there were, если множественное. No, there was единственное. No, there wasn't, weren't, соответственно, множественное. Итак, were there any houses? Глядим на домики, видим их или нет. Попытайтесь ответить на этот вопрос. Да, кстати, это у нас ответы на вопросы получились. Видим, не видим? Ответили. Was there a dog? Собачку видим? Ответили. Were there any benches? Лавочки, видим? Was there a cafe? Кафе. Were there any people? Люди, да. Were there any horses? Видим, не видим. Was there a donkey? Отвечаем. Теперь пытаемся ответить на вопрос. Итак, were there any house? No, there weren't. Домов здесь мы не видим. Was there a dog? Yes, there was. Вот она у нас одна. Were there any benches? Yes, there were. Несколько. Видимо, да, вот они две, по крайней мере. Was there a cafe? Yes, there was. Вот она одна у нас кафе, видимо. 6. Were there any people? Много их тут. Yes, there were. Were there any horses? Лошадей не видим. No, there weren't. Was there a donkey? No, there weren't. Да, wasn't. Ослика мы тоже здесь не видим. Давайте, глядя на предложение, попытаемся составить, на картинку попытаемся составить предложение, используя конструкцию there was, there were, либо there wasn't, либо there weren't, используя слова bicycles, a cafe, cinema, rocks, children, theater. Ну, давайте еще раз. Сам это мы используем, когда у нас что? Несколько предметов, либо неисчисляемое, да. Если у нас в единственном числе, то это артикль «э». Ну, допустим, there was a cafe in the picture. На картинке есть было, да, было кафе. Cinema. Кинотеатра мы не видим, соответственно. There wasn't a cinema. Rocks. Камни мы тоже не видим, да. Скал мы не видим, соответственно, скажем there weren't any rocks, потому что множественное число. Children. There were some children. Bicycles. Велосипеды. Да, видим. There were some bicycles. A theater. Театра мы здесь явно не видим, поэтому скажем there wasn't a theater. Here you can see these sentences. So today we will continue speaking about Gulliver's Travels, Voyage to Lilliput. So read this material. So a voyage to Lilliput is the first of 4 sections into which Gulliver's main voyages are separated into. In this section of Gulliver's Travels, Gulliver encounters several figures and a miniature society, это общество, that Swift used to satirize and represents England's modern political conflicts. So the Lilliputians inhabit обитали. The first island Gulliver visit. They all stand about 6 inches tall, да, размеры, with proportional tiny buildings, крошечными зданиями, and trees and horses. So his enormous size makes him both expensive and dangerous for the emperor to keep. So even though he has made himself useful in Lilliput's wars against Blefuscu, Gulliver eventually has to flee the country to avoid having his eyes put out. So, page 116, let's read the extract from the Gulliver in Lilliput. Find out which country wanted to attack Lilliput. Какая страна хотела напасть на лилипутов. видим в тексте, встречаем слова, которые, да, читаются тяжело для нас. Это слова lilliput и lilliputian. Обратите внимание на чтение слова. Это, да, lilliputian. Let's read it together. So, I woke up inside a beautiful old temple. It was one of the biggest buildings in the whole of Lilliput. Later that day, I met the emperor, imperator. He spoke to me, but I didn't understand him. He used mysterious words, загадочные, that I didn't know. The emperor couldn't understand me either. Также не мог меня понять, да? It was a problem of languages. The emperor sent 6 of his best teachers to me, and I learned their language. Да, sent, направил. I learned the country's name was Lilliput, and the people were called, обратите внимание, да, Lilliputians. Да, Lilliputians. The Lilliputians called me Man Mountain, человек-гора, and they were still afraid of me because I was so big. The emperor gave his soldier an order, and they looked in my pockets. They found my comb, my watch, my diary, and my pistol. They took away my things, but they didn't know what they were. Да, забрались мои вещи, но не знали, что же это. The Lilliputians were now my friends. I visited the city and played with the children in the street. One day the emperor asked for my help. A country called Blefusco planned to attack Lilliput. The emperor explained why the Lilliputians and Blefuscodians were enemies, врагами. It was a long story. I didn't want Blefusco to attack Lilliput. I swam to Blefusco and took all their ships back to Lilliput. The emperor was very happy and welcomed me back to Lilliput. But not all Lilliputians were happy. Some important Lilliputians didn't like me. I left Lilliput and went to Blefuscu. The emperor of Blefuscu was kind to me, but I wanted to go home. Finally, I left Blefuscu on a boat. An English ship found me at sea and took me home. So, which of these countries wanted to attack Lilliput? It was Blefuscu. Yeah? Blefuscu. So now, yes, here you can see the answer. So now, read the text again and answer these questions. Where was Gulliver when he woke up? Why didn't Gulliver understand the emperor? Why do you think the Lilliputians called Gulliver Man Mountain? Which personal object did the Lilliputians take from Gulliver? What did Gulliver take back to Lilliput from Blefuscu? How did Gulliver finally travel home? So here you can see the answers. So, first question. He was inside a beautiful old temple. Find out these words into vocabulary and write down into your vocabulary. Gulliver didn't understand the emperor because the emperor spoke the language that Gulliver didn't know. The third question. They called Gulliver Man Mountain because he was so big. First question. The Lilliputians took Gulliver's comb, watch, diary, and pistol. Gulliver took all the ships back to Lilliput. Gulliver went home on an English ship. So, your home task for the next lesson, for the next week, to write down how do you like traveling and why. Да, как вам нравится путешествовать и почему. Да, куда путешествовать, каким образом и почему. 5, 6 sentences, 5, 7, 6 предложений.